Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here. Just a quick one today to show you what's sold.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. I go to garage sales and estate sales. I go to thrift stores. Sometimes I go to the actual grocery store, Walmart, wherever. I buy stuff and I sell it again online. I do that mostly on eBay. And so we're going to take a look at what's sold. This is a single day of sales out of my eBay store. A little slow for Monday's sales, but we've got a couple of nice items in there. And honestly, it was a nice break after packing so many things yesterday. Actually, some of the things we packed yesterday were early Monday sales. So in reality, this is half of Monday and then just barely into Tuesday morning. Light packing day. I'm okay with that. Actually, one thing already kind of pre-packed as it turns out. But some nice sales in here. This guy already in a bag, so I don't want to pull it out. But this is a referee shirt. I tend to pick those up when I see them and they're in good shape if I can get them for cheap, because they do take a long time to sell. I think this is the last one that I had, so I can probably pick up some more now. They sometimes go for Halloween, like a Halloween costume type of deal, but other times actually referees will buy these. These things are expensive and you don't get paid a ton to be a referee. You know, high school generally is where you see these, sometimes college, you know, or the Saturday rec leagues, stuff like that. If you're looking for a side gig and you love sports, actually there is a nationwide shortage of officials. So you could check in your area. Maybe you got another little side hustle going on to be a referee, but these things do sell. $13.32 plus shipping for that. Underneath, we've got, well, look right here, the Carhartt Black. These are, here's a picture of them right here and what they sold for, $75. They're Carhartt overalls, black overalls. I think I paid $20 for these at a sale. I had them listed a little bit higher, like 85, something like that. But now is the time that they're going to sell. And like I told you yesterday, I'm trying to rack up some nice sales before I go on vacation for a week. So we'll see how that works out the rest of the week. But I was happy with a $75 purchase on these, especially since they're already packaged. I don't pre-pack most of my stuff. Sometimes people say, hey, should I pre-package? Mostly that's newer sellers asking that. I know we have a lot of newer sellers that watch the channel. And my general answer is no, at least no most of the time. Now, these, I had to weigh them because I knew they were going to be heavy. Look right there, 6 pounds. I knew they were going to be relatively heavy, so I had to put them something so that I could weigh them, and I wasn't positive they were going to fit in the large mailing box from the USPS. I thought they would. It took some tape. You can see it's pushing up a little bit. They are jammed into this box, but I made it fit, and I thought, you know what, since they're already in there and I weighed them, let's just tape it shut, because I'm pretty sure this is going to sell relatively quickly, and then I don't have to mess with it when they sell. And they did sell quickly. I would not package up stuff that you think is going to sit around for a while or that you think you might get questions about, because if you get a question about it, you've got to either unpack it and measure it or take a picture of something or whatever and then repack it, or just ignore the question, and neither one of those is a great option. So that's one of the reasons I don't pre-pack. Plus, it just takes up a lot of room. But like I said, I was pretty sure that they would move. This is the season. If you've got Carhartt type stuff, things that people are going to use for hunting, outdoor type stuff, list it now. And I'm sure that's what these are destined for, or at least for the cold weather. They're headed over to Idaho, as I recall. Speaking of cold weather, look at this. He's sledding down the hill. We got snow again. I know I had some people yell at me for mentioning the S word. It snowed again last night. I shoveled again this morning. We must have, 5-6 cumulative inches over the last couple days. But another little Mary's Moo Moo that we've been hanging on to has sold. This is having a moveless time. And I sent out an offer. It was listed at $4.99 plus shipping. I had a watcher, sent out an offer of $4, and they took me up on it. So that's all profit on a bulk buy that we made. We sold some higher dollar figures, and now we've got a few left over. So that guy's heading out. And we sold a few more of these wild turkey pins, and actually, they went to the same buyer as picked them up yesterday. I guess he realized he needed a couple more. He picked up 3 of them yesterday and picked up 2 more today. So these vintage wild turkey pins, $17.98 plus shipping. Let's do back here. Look at that little polo bear. I paid $1 for this guy. And when you see that guy, that's Polo Ralph Lauren. It's the Polo Ralph Lauren teddy bear. You see that on a shirt or a hat or whatever. Pick those up. Those sell very well, often for very good money. But they also have teddy bears with the teddy bear on them. And I saw this at a garage sale. Like I said, I paid $1 for it. It has a really nice sell-through rate. And it sold for $22.74 plus shipping. That back from 1997. So $1 into 23 almost. I'll take it. Then we've got another ornament. Let's take this one out. Well, I mean, you can see it right there. I don't need to take it out, right? The Nequa glass ornament. It's hand-blown glass, and then they hand paint it from the inside. So all that paint's on the inside, and then they cap it. Pretty cool. Good tidings, joy, and goodwill from Susan Wingett. These coming from my folks. Mom found a bunch of these at a garage sale she was helping with and picked them up for me to sell. And we've still got a whole bunch of different ornaments. There it is right there. Comes in its nice little box. So pretty cool. Thanks, Mom. This one going out for full price, $25.99 plus shipping. And we got a little surfer duck heading on out. This is going to Tiffany. It's going to be a stocking stuffer for her husband, she said. She's actually from the same town in California as Gary Sinise. So that's pretty cool. A portion of our duck sales, of course, going to benefit the Gary Sinise Foundation. So, Tiffany, thank you so much. A couple of good items in there. Very happy to move those out of the store. And I mentioned when I was talking about the overalls, the Carhartt overalls, that it's sort of that time to list the outdoors hunting season stuff. Also would be time to list, ski stuff or, anything that's sort of winter outdoors, right? Because the snow is falling now. That sort of made me think about the fact that you can list that stuff out of season too. I get that question time to time, and I've seen it in Facebook groups. Actually, just very recently started seeing it on Facebook of, hey, now that Halloween's over, do I take that stuff down? Now, leave that stuff up year-round. Holidays, particularly Christmas and Halloween, will sell year-round, and there are collectors for that stuff. So leave it up. You spent the time, right? You spent the time to buy it somewhere. You prepared it. You photographed it. You made the listing. Why waste all that time and take it down now? I mean, I guess if you're limited with how many listings that you have, if you're very, very new, maybe then I would think about it just until you can increase your limits. But eBay's increased selling limits for so many people at this point, it's probably not hurting you. So you might as well leave it up. I sell random holiday stuff throughout the season. In fact, I'm starting to list some of my Halloween stuff that I didn't get listed. I'm starting to list it now. Some of the higher dollar stuff that wound up not making it into my listings by sort of the beginning of October, I held on to, and I didn't list them until after Halloween because I didn't want somebody renting it. I didn't want somebody buying my big inflatable, using it for Halloween for their display, and then all of a sudden on November 1st, there was a problem with it and they have to send it back, right? I didn't want to be a rental service. So I thought, we're just going to wait. And now I'm going to start listing that stuff. It may sit for a while, it may sit until next fall, but it's sitting now anyway, right? At least then it's sitting well listed. So that's what I would suggest. I did actually get a comment the other day of, I love your random t-shirts. Why don't you talk about those? I don't know, because I just wear random t-shirts. I like finding shirts. But, just to help you out, look at that. Neil Diamond today. 1993 single stitch Neil Diamond. Actually, this is a tour shirt. Brand new shirt. I thought it looked cool, so I picked it up. I don't know. I liked it. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me for this one today. If you wouldn't mind, hit that thumb. Hit that bell. That'll let you know when we put new stuff up. If you hadn't hit the subscribe button, do that. All of that's free, and it helps me out a ton. I'll see you guys.